Hey dear friends at Salem, it is gorgeous outside, so I thought I'd take you out of the back porch today for our message. I'm not sure if any of the birds will be brave enough to get onto my bird feeder here or not. But we got some good messages going on, and I thought in celebration of Becca Elling's wonderful faith story on Sunday, we would be outside in God's creation. Some things going on here at Salem. We are going to open up for Pentecost on May 23rd, so hope you will join us on in-person worship. You have all been sent out a letter and explaining what we need to do to make sure we are as safe as possible. So please appreciate if you would be obliging to our request. Spring cleanup is May 15th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're hoping for gorgeous weather, and we've got a beautiful grounds here at Salem, and hope that you will join us to help clean them up. Like everything else, we appreciate your pre-registration. We have slots that are available. I'm sure we'll find a way to get you in. It's about 30 slots, but I'm sure that would be great if we can get folks in at that time. Faith formation inspiration books. Our nurturing board is providing for our young people in faith formation an inspirational book that you can be part of, sharing your faith stories, your favorite Bible verses, and so on and so forth. It's really impactful on our young people when they see folks living out their faith. There's sheets of paper that you can pick up to do that. The exact details are in the announcements, so appreciate if you would read those as well. Becca Elling had a wonderful article on healing and racism. I hope you take a chance and opportunity to read her articles. They're quite enlightening, actually. I would never have imagined some of the things that she's dug up in her research. So our COVID task force continues to do anything they can help with your health, and if there's something that you need, or if you're having trouble finding a vaccine, I think they're pretty available now. Deb Lee is our parish nurse and would be more than happy to help you out with that. Indoor Bible study, we are continuing through May on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Hope that you can join us at that time. Just need to sign up ahead of time. Chancel Flowers, the calendar's online. A lot of folks know how to do that already, but just a reminder, if you want to have flowers in honor of somebody, like the Pars last weekend, just need to get on that sign up. So, lots of things going on this week at Salem. Michelle, our office manager, is on vacation, so Paul Wyatt was kind enough to be able to supply the email blast and to process this video for you. And this week we're talking about the rest of the story that we began about Jesus using that imagery. I am the vine, you are the branches. And one of the things that I will start reading at is verse 11. I read up to that point at that time. And I'm getting some competition from behind here. Somebody's doing some construction behind. And I'm going to stop the video for a moment and hope that they will end in a moment. So let me just pause it. Well, they're making a little bit of noise back there, but it seems like they've calmed down a little bit with the competition. Reading from John 15. I have spoken thus to you. I'm reading out of the New English Bible, by the way, a little different version, but I like reading out of that once in a while. I've spoken to you so that my joy may be in you and your joy complete. This is my commandment. Love one another as I have loved you. There is no greater love than this, that a man should lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I call you servants no longer. A servant does not know what the master is about. I have called you friends because I have disclosed to you everything that I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, I chose you. I appointed you to go on and bear fruit that will last, so that the Father may give you all that you ask in my name. This is my commandment to you, love one another. There's a few interesting things, of course, in this reading. But one of the most interesting is that he uses the words friends. And that's really unusual in Jesus' reference to disciples or any of his followers. And so I looked up the word, and sure enough, the word that is used for friends is philo. Now, some of you astute folks that understand a little American history will go, hey, I've heard that before. Philadelphia, and you're right, the city of brotherly love. So the word he uses is more than just simply an acquaintance, but there's a real fondness, a love between Jesus and his disciples, which includes us. So I thought that was really interesting because we've been talking about this imagery that really puts us on an intimate level with God, with the shepherd listening to our voice, caring about us, the abiding in me as we abide in Jesus, the promise that Jesus is the vine and we are the branches, and we've got this biological connection, this imagery that talks about the intimacy that we have with God. And so now here we have it again, where Jesus calls us not his servants, but his friends. That's really a different perspective. What do you think about what it means to be a friend? Friends are very precious to us. Good friends are hard to find, aren't they? And anybody who has ever had a friendship that's broken up, it's even doubly hard. So here we have Jesus talking to his friends, and he tells us that he communicates with them like a friend. Friends talk about things that you wouldn't talk on the street with a stranger. He shares things that we probably wouldn't share with a stranger, unless they're a psychologist or something of that sort, or maybe even a pastor. But there's something more deeply acquainted between the friends. And so the other thing is that, if we're ever mad at somebody, you ever get somebody the silent treatment? Well, in this way, Jesus says there's an open line of communication. The word that we are to go love, to bear fruit, that is that sacrificial love. Jesus lays down his life. A friend lays down his life or her life for her friends. How many people are you willing to do that for? And as a community in the church, that's really a strong example, because that's what love is. Love isn't simply emotional, and it's not simply a single command. Love entails sacrificing. As I said a few weeks ago, the word sacrifice is from the combination of the words to make sacred. And when we're willing to die for one another, that's certainly a sacred thing to do. So anyway, that's going to be kind of our direction this week as we read the text for Sunday, and we'll use that for our stepping off point for the prayers as well. So thanks for joining us for our message this week, and hope you have a wonderful week as I'm watching the wasp go by me here, one of God's little creatures. I hope he just keeps on going. Thanks for joining us. Be still, for our Lord is God.